Hear that? It's a target-rich environment. So, like, AOC, like a death threat towards AOC, I understand. She's, like, propped up as, like, one of the major villains in the Democratic Party, even though she clearly has no power within the Democratic Party's infrastructure. But, like, these guys are idiots. They don't know any better. But, like, Jerry Nadler, the fuck? Like, is Jerry Nadler getting a lot of play on Fox News? Like, why are you mad at a dude who shits his pants on camera? You want to kill people who are already, like, who already got one foot in the grave, you know? Wait, is that his dad or is that him? No shot, that's him. Does he have a I stand with the flag? He has an I stand with the flag avatar thing? Was he arrested? No, he was killed, apparently. Here it is.
The FBI saying that a man was shot and killed today during a raid in Provo, Utah, in connection with an investigation.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of shocked that the FBI did he was on our radar, but like took it out way before. I guess like if you're on the radar of Secret Service and the FBI, they will take you out. If you want to kill like school children, they're like, it's fine. It's kind of crazy. Those were some fucking insane threats. Yeah. If you say this kind of stuff about Twitch streamers, let's say, who may or may not be leftist, okay, the FBI may or may not see that and go, it'll work itself out. But you say that about Joe Brandon, who's like basically fucking dead. They're like, oh yeah, we got to deal with this immediately. So freedom of speech ain't a thing no more. Can't even make specific threats against the POTUS. Kind of fucked up if you ask me, brother. I didn't realize we were living in communist China. Threatening someone on 3 HP is crazy. I guess like it's one of those things where he set his sights on something that is like bound to happen regardless, which is, you know, Joe Biden dying due to old age, right? So in that regard, it's like being mad at Dianne Feinstein. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm coming after you, Dianne, you fucking bitch. And it's like, bro, you know who's coming after her? God, okay? The cycle of life. Stairs, really. In this last sequence of the Dianne Feinstein saga, it's just stairs.
Investigation regarding alleged threats against President Biden and others. Officials briefed on the case tell ABC News that those threats had been deemed credible after an investigation began in April.
Yeah, no shit. No shit, dude. Oh yeah, you think those threats were credible? My man, non-stop, was like very specifically putting out coordinates of where and when he would be, what kind of guns he would be using, and how he would kill people, and his fantasies about what he would do to their dead bodies. Secret Service tells the FBI in June. Still takes like 2 months to get to him, you know? He was making plans to take physical action. Threats have been deemed credible. FBI in Salt Lake City said the shooting occurred around 6:15 a.m. local time, while special agents were attempting to serve arrest and search warrants at a residence in Provo. Robertson was facing 3 counts according to the complaint: interstate threats, threats against the president, and influencing, impeding, and retaliating against federal law enforcement officers by threat. The complaint includes numerous social media posts, as we saw. Among the posts allegedly made by Robertson, one was published on August 6th, 3 days before Biden's scheduled visit. According to the complaint, I hear Biden is coming to Utah. Digging out my old ghillie suit, cleaning the dust off the M24 sniper rifle, the post said. Like, what do you think you're doing? I don't really understand the mentality, but I guess it's because like these guys are just so fucking permanently brain broken. It's just, yeah, that's why they raided his home. He also said numerous times, I know the FBI is watching. Come and try to catch me. I will kill you. So like, yeah, they came to his house and then God knows what happened. And now he's dead. Biden is also going to die in 3 to 5 years, but try 2. Okay. That's the funniest part about it is that like Biden, just like, if you want to see Biden dead, just like outlive him. Okay, that's all you need to do for like a little bit longer. You know what I mean? He's old as fuck. He's on his last leg. I don't know what the right will say about this, but I suspect it'll go along the lines of like either A, oh, this guy's a Fed, he's fake and gay, he's actually a homosexual communist, or they'll do the other thing where they'll say like he was exercising his First Amendment and Second Amendment rights and the FBI killed him because he was anti-Biden and the FBI is pro-Biden. I mean, this is a funny ass story. Like at this point, it's like you can't help but laugh. You know what I mean? I don't know, maybe I'm a heartless, cold person, but in the grand scheme of things, it's like it's yet another fuck around and find out moment, and it's like it's so patently idiotic to do this. I don't know. I don't know what to say other than, yeah, if you have a lot of guns and you keep saying you're going to execute politicians and fantasize about it over and over again, and then the fucking FBI comes knocking down your door and you, I don't know, try to defend yourself or even do anything remotely threatening, they're going to probably kill you because they're cowards themselves. You know what I mean? Like, they're human beings. Police officers, federal law enforcement officers, like, these guys aren't robots. They're fucking human. If they think you have a gun, as you have shown time and time again, and they're knocking on your fucking door, they're gonna be already like, they're already fucking terrified. You know what I mean? They know you have a gun. I don't know what to explain here. Like, I don't know what to say. This is half of the reason why I will never understand why law enforcement is so fucking pro Second Amendment. Like, hey, idiot, it makes your job harder. You know what I mean? Let's get to some other fun news. This is not from Alabama, but instead Kentucky. Mitch McConnell came back from his shitting his pants moment and went back to the wonderful state of Kentucky to deliver a speech in front of his own constituents. And it turns out his own constituents are also not so happy with bitch McConnell. Let's take a look. I think it's kind of fucked up that the beautiful people of Kentucky are saying retire to Mitch McConnell when he did something that is unheard of. He respawned. He died and came back to life immediately in front of your eyes, and you guys are shitting on him. It's fucked up. Why is this not happening to Dianne Feinstein? Because Dianne Feinstein is not even capable of speaking in public. That's it. Because Dianne Feinstein has already given power of attorney rights to like her next of kin. She's so gone. Dianne Feinstein can't even make a public appearance. Mitch McConnell popped a bunch of fucking health flasks thinking that he could just like come back. He's at like 14 HP. No matter how much you try to, the poison dagger is already still fucking eating away. They keep constantly trying to stack up as many flasks as possible, but it keeps going back to 1 HP. It's done. How does he keep talking? I don't think he can hear anything, dude. Also, Mitch McConnell has no shame, so he don't give a fuck. Trump talked about this on All Time. Wait, what? Trump agrees with the protesters booing Mitch McConnell and calling for him to resign in the funniest way possible. I agree. Boo, retire, 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 boo. There's no way that's real. I don't think that's real. There's got to be a fake post, right? Oh, he did? Oh, he did. It's real. That's crazy. That's shocking. Chatter's thinking he'd care what anyone thinks. Yeah, Mitch McConnell doesn't give a shit. And that's why he's in the position that he's in. You know what I mean? Like, why the fuck would he? He got there by not caring and by being a gigantic piece of shit, chat. Like, that's the whole thing. Ohio voters reject issue 1 in major victory for abortion rights supporters.
Ohio, we did it. We did it!
In Republican-led Ohio, a resounding victory for abortion rights supporters. The results will keep in place a simple majority threshold needed to pass a constitutional amendment in Ohio, 50% plus 1 vote. The proposal, backed by Republican Secretary of State Frank LaRose, had aimed to raise it to 60%.
Raising that threshold to 60% to me is about a consensus.
But I think a lot of people look at this and say this is an attempt to influence the outcome of a specific ballot measure on abortion in November.
Listen, I've proposed that this be done in the past, and as I said, there's no bad time to do a good thing.
Great thing, brother. I love the reason why they wanted to do this was obviously so they could make it harder for like actual democracy to take place, ballot measures, right? The argument that they presented was outside of the state influences can come in and raise issues and dump a lot of money, and we need to keep Ohio, right? Meanwhile, the people that were actually promoting issue 1 were fucking people like Carrie Lake. Bitch, Carrie Lake's not from Ohio. What do you mean? Like, who the fuck was... It was all the national Republicans being like, yeah, we can't do that. We can't have people outside of the state come in and dictate our terms, okay? We can't do that. I'm telling you right now. It's so weird.
In November, Ohio will have a ballot measure to enshrine abortion protections in the state constitution, which, according to a recent poll, nearly 58% of voters there support.
Yeah, you can have your roses, Ohio, okay? This is a swag-like Ohio moment. I'll admit it. It pains me to admit it, but, you know, I am an honest journalist, okay? There's honesty in my reporting,